Now we made it a hovercraft. Well, somebody got excited and forgot to break the camera out, but hey, look, the frame's in there. It is notably skinnier than the old one, but I just kind of referenced off the marks and measured the difference. Kind of measured wrong the first time, but it's right now. You know, it's only about a 32nd of an inch off. What's a 32nd between friends? Yeah, I guess it's time to put the two together. What a proud and majestic vehicle. Share about that window though. Well, I had to remove a few things I was hoping not to. This bugger. And that little fella. Oh, and this fella, which I've just realized doesn't even have mounting points in this car anymore. So that could be a problem. Also had to go rob a bunch of these guys off the old frame because, well, new ones were a month out and ain't nobody got time for that. Anywho, then I went ahead and got excited again and started setting the body down on the frame. What did I forget to unhook when I was pulling the body off? Gas tank. What do you suppose gets right in the way of dropping the body down on this frame with this fancy, almost brand new exhaust? Gas tank! You can see there it has these handy cutouts where the exhaust lives, and this exhaust is clearly made to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, the bottom of it is bulged out for more capacity, I guess. And you can't scoot the one by the other. So now I've got to risk life and limb to get up in here and unbolt this thing. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I didn't show the hours it took to work through these different issues and figure out what could stay and what had to go and making a mess. Because sometimes I forget about video because, well, there's a lot going on here. Oh, I did also have to risk life and limb climbing in here to pull this lever for the parking brake because, as you can see, the drive shaft goes above it and this frame has one. Really, the only issues I've had relate to stuff on the frame that can't be or stuff on the body that shouldn't be, but it didn't matter when everything was stripped. Other than these minor issues, I'd say things are going pretty well, and I'm confident it's going to just right into place. No problem. It just ain't gonna be today. Oh yeah, 6-liter Eager Beaver update. We put an intercooler in it today because it kerploded the passenger side tank seam and seal. It was just dangling out there like a wet noodle. Impressive. Anyway, it's better. Makes 27 pounds of boost again. But it's still only running on, I'd say, 7.5 cylinders. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be hard for me to even try to show you plopping the body down just because I gotta run around all the different things, but it's basically just a lot of the lift going and then going all right, back on it tomorrow. Time for dinner. Yeah! This will either work or kill everyone in a half-mile radius. Oh, it's sliding right down, but because the body's angled, these front bolts are still in or pointed that way, and they don't want to go in their homes. It's gonna have to do some finagling. Yeah, I think I'd leave the stance just like this. Having to do some science to get it leveled out and sitting on the mounts right. Also, it helps if you don't have the same mount stuck on the body and on the frame. Just saying, you know, in case you ever have to do this. Well, 17 times up and down on the lift, pulling out extra mounts that weren't necessary, and then finding the one sleeve that was hanging up a mount on this side, and it's down. It might not be perfect. I think I gotta scoot the body forward a 1/4 inch, which is weird. I thought it was pretty well lined up, but you know, it kept moving around as I was setting it down, so I'll get it. Check it out though. This is cool. There's stuff in here now. This engine was already verified to run, so, well, it should again, I hope. So, scoot the body forward or the frame forward, whichever one it was. Get a couple body mounts started, put it in the air, do all the body mounts, install some bumpers, some new shocks. Oh, I guess that thing and those things would be good. And then put the bad smells back in the car. Pretty cool though. Looks like progress. Smells like progress too. Well, there it is. New frame back in the air. Now I just got to do everything else. That's for another day. Oh, sure looks a whole lot nicer under here than it did before. It's like a whole car. I just got to put it back together. The sun is setting in the sky. Goofy Mechanics says goodbye.